Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this Warcraft Rumble HEROIC campaign guide, I'm going to show you how to take down the buffed version of Starblaze and Omnuron in Moonglade. So Starblaze and Omnuron have received two buffs since their original release, one of them minor, one of them rather major. And the buffs are that, first of all, Moonkin is now armored, and they have Moonkin in their army, so that's now armored and a little bit less damage taken from physical damage. And the other one is that Omnuron. Starblaze is going to start transformed in the fight. He's transformed right when you click start. And Omnuron is going to start in his druid form, and then he's going to transform into the bird form in the middle of the fight. And previously the bird form, even though it looked like it was flying, it was not actually flying. You were still able to fight against it with all minis, but nowadays it is flying. So things like Plague Farmer, for example, which I really love to use against that, just cannot hit it anymore. So a little bit of new strategy is needed. In general, there are two ways to lose this fight. Either you get overrun pretty much right at the start, because of course, like in most fights, you start at a disadvantageous position, and then there's going to be an attack on you, and you really try to survive that somehow. You try to push here, take this tower, you try to push there, take this tower. If you manage to do that, then you're stable. And then after that, it's pretty much just a question of can you deal enough damage, because this map, unlike most others, often does end in a draw, so you just can't push enough damage to kill the druids, because druids are pretty difficult to kill. The bird form just blasts so much elemental damage at you, and now it's a flyer as well, and the bear is going to run into your minis and just throw them away all the time, so kind of hard to take damage into the bear either. There are some ways around this though. In particular, Omnuron is made of paper. So Omnuron, nowadays I kill Omnuron so that I send Chimera and I send a Griffin Rider, or one or the other at least, towards Omnuron, and then I turn Omnuron around with a Quillboar and have it killed. However, note that the druids are this close to each other. So the Quillboar has to be played somewhere around here, so you only turn Omnuron like 45 degrees and not 180 degrees. And then Omnuron is going to fight against the Quillboar, and you can kill it with flyers, and that will not provoke the bear. As for the bear itself, there's still a way to send a Plague Farmer from over here, and Plague Farmer, if you put enough pressure on the other side, sometimes the Plague Farmer is just ignored and it gets to kill the bear. However, they have a very balanced army, so you really have to play against their army, because they have stuff like Stonehoof Tauren, which obviously kills Plague Farmer really easily. They have stuff like Huntress, which kills your Chimera and which kills your Griffin Rider really easily. So you have to see, okay, alright, they played a Huntress, well, then Huntress will not be available in the near future. For example, if the situation is fairly stable and I see a Huntress coming from this side, I will immediately try to launch the aerial assault from this side, because I know that Huntress is pretty much the only mini that can stop it. Or alternatively, if they have a Stonehoof Tauren well on its way here, it's a good time to play a Plague Farmer over here, because there won't be a Stonehoof Tauren coming against that one. But the bear can also be killed simply by attacking it from multiple directions, and a little bit of poison tick here, a little poison tick there, and the bear will eventually fall. That's also possible. And those flyers and a little bit of turning around for the bird. So this is the army that I bring for Starblaze and Omnuron. Here's the Alliance army with Tirion, and I have Footmen, I have Griffin Rider, Quillboar, Chimera, Dark-Eye Miner, and Plague Farmer. 5 minis stay pretty much the same all the time. I have these two flyers. Chimera also good against their harpies, and Griffin Rider also good at killing some of those Stonehoof Taurens and things. And then Quillboar turned them around. Plague Farmer for some of that long range damage, and then Dark-Eye Miner can also be used to turn things around a little bit sometimes and just mine, and also take the chest in the middle very often with that one. And then I have one slot that I use for a tank, and I actually am going to showcase you pretty much all the tanks that you can think of, because I'm going to kill this with Footmen, I'm going to kill this with Fire Elemental, I'm going to kill this with Abomination, I'm going to kill this even with a Molten Giant. So depending on what you have leveled, you have a little bit of leeway when it comes to tanks. You can always off-slot the Dark-Eye Miner if necessary. You can typically also off-slot the Quillboar if necessary. So these two can go into wrong army slots, so that you can get the tank into a right army slot. And this is what it all looks like in action. Let's see. I'll grab that one over there. There's the Tirion and the Footman to kill the Huntress. Yep, kill that Huntress right there. Wonderful, wonderful. You can send a Chimera. A little bit misevaluated that. It went into the I thought it would stay out of the blizzard, but it went into it. And that was my bad. My poor estimation. And now this is the problem, like with the torrents just coming in and killing everything. And now because of the fury on the... Towers have fury, so towers are just shooting like crazy at this point.
Line 'em up.
Goes over there, and then we have Goobor too late. Oh, just in time, just in time. But is it enough to... No, it's not even enough to take the tower. I do need to take the tower, I think. More blizzards. Just this constant stream of these blizzards is also really bad news. So much damage output. Oh, we got the bird transition. Hunter's coming, but we might be able to get... We should be able to get this tower. We do. Wonderful, wonderful. When that Huntress commits, then I'm in a position to counter that. Now we just saw the Huntress, so there cannot be another Huntress coming immediately. Just need to turn that one. And I have the double flyers hitting it. And it's dead. Which is wonderful. So next up, I'm going to start moving here to counter that. We're going to start moving there. I'm going to start moving from here as well. Oh, that, I mean, a single torrent takes a tower, beats a tower, so do need something for that. Managed to keep that tower just barely, but just barely is good enough. Send more Tirions, please. Send a Chimera quick before the Plague Farmer dies. Plague Farmer died. Send more Plague Farmers. Send more everything. Especially more Plague Farmers. No. Poison stacks dropped. And it's not too late. It's not too late, it's not too late. And keep up the push here. Refresh the poison stacks. And take it. Too late to try new things. We got a good stun there. Alright, we managed to take that tower down really nicely. That was beautiful. Really, really nice. I'm just going to send another Murkeye army that way soon. These and those, and maybe one of these as well. And one of those over there, and maybe one of these over here. Got the blizzard on... Got the blizzard on the troops, but that's still okay, isn't it? That's still not too bad. Have a lot of income here. We're in a good position to get another push going. Murkeye and friends going in again. Just need a tank out there to mine a little bit. Look at Griffin Rider go. I'm going to send it on the Murkeye push from here. Some stuff over there, some stuff over here. And I would need more gold to get... Almost got it down, but not quite. Anyway, I believe in Murkeye. I absolutely believe in Murkeye. Murkeye and friends. They are coming. Oh dear. Bear too strong. That was annoying. Murkeye and friends. Okay. And again, Murkeye, friends. And Murkeye, it just doesn't lose, right?
Your defiance only strengthens the storm.
Okay. Well, we're sending out some troops that way. Wait for the Rend. Here comes the Rend. Base gonna kill the Huntress. It's gonna be fine. Base will fight against the Huntress. Quillbore out there, some more poison stacks, some tanking. Rend is there, that's good, that's good. Alright. It's a fine start. We have a good push going for the... Good push going for the first druid. That's a very strong push going for the first druid there. First druid is down. That's what I wanted to see. Rend. Come on, Rend. You need to kill that Tauren, you know. Ain't got all day. Down. And here we go in with the Horde, and with Horde I have Molten Giant as my tank of choice, and that's gonna be hilarious, but let's see in a little while. So first of all, trying to survive this early push, I'm using Cairne out there to kill that troll, because when I did this I died like 3 or 4 times to that troll. Like I was fighting against Tauren, and Tauren is so sturdy, and then the troll just kills me, and but eventually I figured out, hey, I can just like attack the troll first. What a wonderful, wonderful discovery indeed. Because, yeah, these opening seeds do matter, and just trying to survive them, because this is one of the key points of this fight. The next one, if you survive this, the next one is probably going to be okay. Is it going to be a draw? I have one tower, things are looking excellent. The other tower, with base taking that much damage right at the start, there is still a chance to lose this if I can't take the other tower. Often, once you get one tower, you're already kind of either winning or drawing the fight, but drawing is the same as losing, so that doesn't really help. Also note how the Dark-Eye Miner can mine that gold vein and get the chest in the middle. Just incredibly useful mini here. Now I have a Griffin Rider going in. I'm contemplating just turning the druid around a little bit, and as you can see, when I do it just like that, then it doesn't get the bear out there. And Griffin Rider was able to kill the Huntress, but now my Quillboar is not going to survive long enough, so the Quillboar unfortunately is going to die. Anyway, we're pushing from the other side towards the bear a little bit, and Molten Giant with Taunt, by the way. Molten Giant with Taunt it's wonderful, but that of course requires a fairly leveled Molten Giant. Mine here is a 25, which is quite high. It wasn't quite as good if it was just like a 22 or something. Anyway, we're going for another push. Here we go. Chimera is excellent because when there's some of those small minis around, then Chimera is just going to kill those as well. That's just really the power of Chimera. There's some other minis coming, but Chimera is going to kill those, and then it's going to kill... And alright, the bird is already dead. We had a Plague Farmer hitting at the bear, but now there were of course also harpies coming in. I'm trying to extend the poison a little bit there with the Quillboar, just getting a tiny bit more damage in. Harpies are going all over the place. Yeah, those Stonehoof Taurens, 26 Stonehoof Tauren can solo a 24 tower. So, trying to fight back, but actually somewhat unsuccessfully. That is bad news. I guess it's possible to like lose a tower and then lose the entire game. But so far, actually, this looks alright now. Again, this time I used the Dark-Eye Miner simply as an unbound distraction, which enabled my Chimera to live, Chimera to retake the tower, and me just getting control of the game back. Chimera is such a wonderful mini. And here we go, fighting a little bit at Moonkin, because it's armored now, so it's fairly good against towers. But the Griffin Rider comes to rescue. Individual harpies don't really do much against the base. They do get a couple of hits, and it seems when they have level advantage. And now we have the Molten Giant with the taunt. Look at that! Look at that! Have you ever seen that before? Because that's pretty hilarious. Just look at where's the bear going? It's trying to go places. Yeah, but anyway, it's a victory.
Only strengthens the storm.
Try the Abomination on this side. Try to send the Chimera to add some punch to it. That should be good enough to kill all sorts of things. Here on this side. Alright. Well, it's a fairly solid opener there. Alright, I like where we're at. We're in a good spot here. As soon as we can get an Abomination out there. I probably need to send a tank there. Maybe 2 tanks. Plague Farmer 2. a little bit of damage out there so that I don't lose the chest. Alright, I've got the tower, I've got the chest. Then we start building the assault. Now we start building the assault here. There we go. And look at that assault. Look at the Quillboar tanking. That's just incredible. Quillboar tanking is just something incredible here. Now I will have to rebuild. Couldn't keep it up. But we got some pretty good results already. But no problem whatsoever to rebuild from here. Rebuild, rebuild. Rebuild and attack again. Rebuild, re-assault. And win. Thank you for watching. Click like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and a special thanks to all of my Patreon supporters, YouTube members and Twitch subscribers who make all of these videos possible.